Hi. For those of you who are new to me, my name is Brenda, and I recently started this channel as a person who just turned 60, and I want to talk about things that I think of, things that I do, the adventures I go on, and if you have any interest in things like that, I hope you stick around. Today, I wanted to talk about something that was a topic that was brought up, I saw on Facebook. People were saying, well, how many books did you read in 2024, and what were your books, and things like that. And someone said a number and said that they were all on audiobook. And then people started to tell them, well, that doesn't count as reading. And I don't think that's fair because they didn't use their eyes to read. However, they listened to the book and the information got into their brain. And in my opinion, that is the same as reading a book. It might not be the technical definition of reading, but with audiobooks, you are able to easily read a book by not staring at a page and just wasting time, I guess. It's not really a waste of time to read, but someone like me likes to multitask. So I love audiobooks because I can listen to the book while I'm cooking. I can listen to the book while I'm cleaning the house, just anything I'm doing, I can also listen to a book. And I just love that because before I found audiobooks, I was possibly reading one book a year. And it took a long time to read a book because I would only have a chance to read at night. I would start to read and get sleepy and maybe have less than a chapter read every night. And by the time I got to the end of the book, I had forgotten most of it, and it just wasn't a very good way for me to read books. But once the audiobooks came out, I checked them out, and I've been going through books like crazy. I am a I like personal stories. I like memoirs and biographies and autobiographies and things like that. But I just wanted to say to anybody who might agree with those people that it does count if they are getting the book into their brain somehow. Now, also as a speech pathologist and an educator, I think the audiobooks have been great for those who have reading disorders, dyslexia, and people who may not have enjoyed reading or have a difficult time reading. They are still able to enjoy the same books and make it a lot easier on them than having to struggle through sitting and trying to read a book. And it's just a nice thing to be able to have available. I absolutely love listening to the books read by the authors themselves, especially the autobiographies. They are so fun to hear. I just finished one by Cher, her first installment of her two-part memoir. And it was neat to hear in her voice. Part of it she had read by an actress who plays her in her Broadway Cher show that's going on right now. I'm actually going to see that in January. Oh, it is January. I'm going to see it at the end of this month. So I listened to her book before I go and do that. So that was kind of a neat thing to do. But for anybody who enjoys books but doesn't have the time to sit and read or has difficulty reading, or, think about the blind who may not want to read a Braille book. They have these audiobooks and they are able to listen to as many books as they have an interest in. And it's not a difficult thing for them if they don't want to do the Braille, which is the same for me reading it visually. And other people are just visual learners versus auditory learners. So listening to a book, they actually may have a better comprehension. They might understand things a little better if they are listening to it. I started thinking that when I got a Kindle, I would do more with reading, but I found that gave me the same problem as the physical book with falling asleep. So I decided to check out the audiobooks, and I absolutely love it. I pay $15.99 a month for a book, and that's a good deal to me. It's actually cheaper than buying them at the bookstore, but also they offer a lot of free books that I have downloaded to add to the monthly one that I get. I'm a little bit behind right now, but I plan to do a lot more listening this year and get more books under my belt because there's so many that I'm interested in. So I don't know if I've changed your mind if you happen to think that it doesn't count if you are listening to a book, but it certainly does count as reading. You get the information from the book, you hear it, and if that's what people enjoy, then they shouldn't be told that it doesn't count as reading. Of course it counts as reading. And going back to the school, if a teacher reads a book out loud to the students, of course that counts as reading. So if the kids listen to an audiobook, then that counts as reading for kids as well. But as an adult, it's a great way to get more books in. And especially because I like to multitask, I like to get the books in while I'm doing other things, my crafts that I've started doing more of. I listen the whole time I'm doing the craft, and it's just relaxing. So get out there and read one way or another. It's good for you and relaxing. So I just hope that you all enjoy books in this year and have a good time reading them. And also just check out your libraries too. They also have audiobooks. I've learned I haven't done that yet, but I'm thinking of doing that this year. So enjoy your year of reading. Thanks.